In 1914, a group of Georgia politicians gathered at the Kimball House Hotel in downtown Atlanta. Their mission was to collect a share of the first federal highway funds available to states. Their priority was the creation of a state highway department. At that meeting, they formed a permanent association of county commissioners. And since that time, the organization that would come to be known as ACCG has served Georgia counties, growing and changing as the county's responsibilities expanded. Today, ACCG serves all 159 counties in the state, helping them make our communities great places to live and work and raise our families. In the first decade of the 20th century, road conditions in Georgia were, well, less than ideal. Built for an earlier time, the streets and highways that once accommodated horse and buggy traffic were overwhelmed by a rapidly growing number of cars and trucks. Pressure to improve road conditions was intense, and for the typical county commissioner, who served part-time and drew only a token salary, the job could prove frustrating. When local citizens caught up with him, it was usually to complain about roads, or taxes, or both. Officially, he was called the Commissioner of Roads and Revenues. So, in April of 1914, lured by the prospect of federal highway funds, 135 county officials met in Atlanta, determined to claim their share. They passed a resolution stating that Georgia must have a system of paved highways connecting every county seat and every important town in the state. That directive would guide ACCG activities for decades to come. Though roads dominated the early years of ACCG, it wasn't long before county commissioners realized that by pooling their resources, they could accomplish much more than any single county could do on its own. The association grew, and by the 1960s, all 159 Georgia counties were active members of ACCG. Through the second half of the 20th century, rapid population growth created new challenges for local governments, whether dealing with public safety issues like jail reform or law enforcement training, environmental concerns like water pollution and solid waste management, or working to expand the revenue base or ensure the right to self-government. As the demands on counties grew, ACCG helped local governments meet their expanding responsibilities efficiently and effectively. Since the early days, legislative advocacy has been a hallmark of ACCG's activities. At the state capitol and in Congress, the association's experienced policy team has worked and continues to work to represent county interests on issues as far-ranging as economic development and transportation, health and human services, natural resources and the environment, public safety and the courts, revenue and finance, and county government operations. In addition to legislative advocacy, citizen engagement and education long have been priorities for ACCG. Guided by the principle that counties operate better when citizens understand how their local governments work, ACCG has developed innovative programs, from youth initiatives to business partnerships, that increase the public's understanding of the role and function of county government. One of the driving forces for ACCG has been its ongoing commitment to helping counties hold down costs, and this led to the creation of a strong member services program, from insurance and risk management to retirement programs for county employees. These services leverage the collective purchasing power of county governments, providing much-needed benefits more efficiently and at lower rates. But of all the services that ACCG offers, by far the most popular are the opportunities for leadership development. Through conferences, training, and certification programs, ACCG helps elected officials improve their skills. The association develops conference and meeting agendas that provide outstanding educational programs and support lifelong learning for county leaders.
Georgia's counties do the important work of managing the communities we all call home. Here at ACCG, we devote every day to supporting those efforts. Through the years, we have been recognized as a leader in county association management. As we celebrate our centennial and move into our next century of service, we look forward to building on our rich history, guided by innovation and inspired by technology.
In 1914, ACCG was conceived for a single purpose: to capture a share of newly available federal highway funds. Over the past century, as Georgia has grown and as county responsibilities have expanded, ACCG has responded through training, through public policy development, through civic engagement, and through support and service to its members. For the first 100 years, when counties asked, ACCG was there to answer. Looking ahead, the association will continue to work for Georgia counties. Because after all, you are why we're here.